Hey all, it's me Dominic. Welcome to another video. Hope you all doing well in life and everything. Hope everything is going well for you all. I really hope that. I really do. Happy 2019. Hope you're doing well in life and just enjoying everything. Hello all, Dominic and welcome to another video. Hope you like that intro. I wanted to do something a little bit different and stuff. I think not only for my proper first video in 2019, but that was actually something I wanted to do a while ago. I think I also had one star. It was actually I won't spoil this in case you know what I mean. But I had something similar planned that as well. But I wanted to do something like that, so hope you like that. Hope it was a bit weird and thinking, what the flip's going on? Just wanted to do that, and so I did. So before I start, I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. We are all now in 2019, well, 4 days in so far. And hope the year's going well for you so far after 4 days. Yeah, it's crazy that it's New Year again, it's just flipping crazy. It really is. But that's just how life goes, and I said the same thing last year and the years previously, so that's how it goes. So this video is actually going to be something Doctor Who related, and as I do at the beginning of every single year, since 2013 and, on this YouTube channel, I've always talked about the recent episodes we've actually had for Doctor Who. And this one is actually going to be about my thoughts of Series 11 in 2018. Before I start, I will only be discussing about the episodes that actually aired in 2018. Now, I know we recently had the 2019 New Year special, which I did watch, but that actually will not be discussed in this video, because technically it did actually broadcast this year, so it did. But I actually will be sharing my thoughts about that in about a week and a half, so I will be. So don't worry, I'm not going to be waiting until January 2020 to talk about that. That'd be a bit silly and a bit stupid. Because I probably have a lot of, people on this channel asking me, what was your thoughts about the New Year's episode? Why aren't you talking about it? We'd love to hear what your thoughts about that are, Dominic. You know what I mean? So, I'll actually be discussing the New Year's episode, but maybe next week, so I will be. So, hope you look forward to that. So, this is actually my thoughts of Series 11, and, my full-on thoughts, and just having a bit of a discussion about it. Now, my first thoughts of Series 11 is that I actually quite enjoyed it. I think it was overall. I think it was one of my best. I think it was my favourite series. I wouldn't say it was my favourite. I think there was a lot of them. There was a lot of moments in there that were really good. There were some amazing episodes in that series, and there was a few that I wasn't that keen on. There were sort of okay at best. I think those ones. But the other episodes that I enjoyed were absolutely brilliant. I think some of the best episodes that we've seen, well, I've seen it in a while, you know what I mean? So, I have actually written all the episode titles on here, so obviously I don't forget, you know what I mean? Just makes it easier, if you understand. So, actually I'll talk about the episodes, and I'll talk about the characters after that. Now, the first episode, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, was obviously the start of the new series, but also the start of the 13th Doctor, her first full episode, as well as her new companions. Now, what I thought about The Woman Who Fell to Earth was that it was actually a really good episode. I think not only was it a great start to the new series, the new year, and the new Doctor, but it was, I think, enjoyable. It was a really good episode, and I think the new Doctor, she worked well with the new companions and other characters that didn't really have a big part in the episodes. My thoughts about Jodie Whittaker as in that episode was brilliant. I think she was really good, and there were certain moments that I liked in there that were really funny. And every time, obviously, with a post-regeneration story, you always get little moments in there where the Doctor still acts like a previous self, if you know what I mean. So with the 13th Doctor, obviously there was sort of moments in there that felt a bit 12th Doctor-ish, if you know what I mean. I think the way she was just moving around and all that sort of stuff, I quite liked that. So I think, like I said, first story was absolutely brilliant and stuff. Her new companions, Graham, Ryan, and Yasmin, or Yaz, I'll just call her, were really, really good. Again, for a full proper first story, they were good for what they had in that, and I quite liked that and stuff. They were quite likable characters, which is really, really good, especially from the start. You know what I mean? And I like that. I really, really do. Also with Grace. Now, Grace, Graham's wife, I really liked her. I think she was a great character, and it was such a shame that they killed her off. That was a bit of a shocker in that, because I remember really thinking, oh, it'd be great if she if she becomes a companion with the Doctor. I thought that'd be really, really good, and she gets killed off in the first episode, which was a bit upsetting. I was like, what? I thought you've killed this character off in the first episode, and I thought, that's what annoys me in Doctor Who. It's like you kill off likable characters, or you don't let them travel with you. You know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. But I liked it and stuff. It was a really, really good episode and stuff. The one thing I want to talk about is the new outfit for the Doctor. I think it's quite stylish. I think the style of it is really, really good. And obviously the Doctor's always been crazy and quirky in the styles and stuff, and that's just the way it goes. But one thing I definitely want to quickly mention is the old outfit, the 12th Doctor's outfit. The thing is, I think the 13th Doctor has great style. I think she had style really, really well with the old outfit, the black jacket, the white shirt, trousers, and the Doc Martens. She looked really, beautifully stylish, and I kept thinking, I want to keep that, but every Doctor needs their own outfit, and that's just, the way it goes. But it just made me laugh, because obviously with the long sleeves and, and everything going on, obviously, she just regenerated, she didn't really have time to change clothes, that's just the way it goes. And that she did get a new outfit in a charity shop, which was, quite cool. I think pretty cool, that. Unlike, before, where the Doctor either steals clothes from a hospital or either gets new clothes from the TARDIS. So, yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, first episode, brilliant. Episode 2, The Ghost Monument, was a very, very enjoyable episode. Alien Planet, I liked that and stuff, and the new companions played the role really, really well. It was interesting with Graham and Ryan, sort of helping out, on this alien planet, which was pretty cool. I really, really liked that. And it was great to see the TARDIS back. The new TARDIS, great design. It felt a bit different at first, but the style of it is really, really nice. It's definitely grown on me. It really, really has. And it made me laugh when the Doctor says to, the three of them, it might be a bit of a mess, you know what I mean? Because obviously at the end of the Christmas special, last Christmas special, the TARDIS gets exploded, you know what I mean? So it's funny. And I was joking, I said to myself, I remember thinking, I thought, imagine if the TARDIS was still in that, was still damaged, you know what I mean? That'd be a funny turnaround, though, you know what I mean? That's how it goes. Yeah. Episode 3, Rosa. Beautiful episode. I think one of my favourite historical episodes ever. It really, really was. It was great for what they, did obviously about Rosa Parks, with the bus and stuff, with segregation and racism. Amazing episode. And it definitely got me quite emotional. I did start crying at the end of the episode. Pardon me, sorry. Because of, what happened and stuff. And it was, I think, just a beautiful episode. I think absolutely amazing stuff. Yeah, Rosa Parks. I think, great episode, really. Episode 4, Arachnids in the UK. This was a very interesting episode, I think, with the whole spiders and all that sort of stuff. I know some people felt a bit weary and a bit, about the whole spiders thing. 'Cause I know some people don't like spiders and stuff. For me, never really bothered, you know what I mean? I've never really, don't really scare me. I remember when I was a toddler, I remember, even a child, I remember playing with spiders, like picking them up. Yeah, that might creep people out, but yeah, just picking them up. That's me. But yeah, I think Great episode. It was nice to see Yasmin's family appear, and obviously they were supposed to make us believe that they were going to leave and the Doctor had no companions. Obviously we all knew that wasn't going to happen. You know, they did continue travelling, because they ended up having to think, thought, you know what? You know, we've all loved travelling with the Doctor. It's amazing. Let's continue on. And I liked that and stuff. Episode 5, the Tassangra Conundrum. I felt a bit mixed about this. It felt okay. It felt, again, to me it was okay. Again, it sat on an alien planet and stuff. Obviously it was on a ship, so it was. The enemy or villain, if you want to say, the Pating, was interesting. So it was. It was weird. You know what I mean? Weird and wonderful, if you want to say that. Overall, it wasn't my favourite episode. Okay at best. That's all I'm really going to say. Demons of the Punjab. Another brilliant episode. Again, another episode set in the past. One of my favourites. Really, really was. And I think the end of it, you know what I mean, before they leave and go back to the present, got me. It really, really got me, so it did. I think that gunshot wound definitely got my heart beating. It really, really did. When he kills his brother, you know what I mean? Because he didn't agree with his choices, you know what I mean? Because of the... it was when India was separated as its own country. Which I actually didn't know that was a real thing. It was a real thing in the real world, you know what I mean? But a beautiful episode, amazing. You know what I mean? It was nice with Yaz's grandmother to have the storyline, because again, she's worried about the watch, you know what I mean? So, and about a marriage, you know what I mean, and stuff. So yeah, I quite liked that episode. Kablam, a quirky and wonderful episode. I quite like this, you know what I mean? It's like what that phrase that they use. If you ever want it, kablam it. I like that. The robots and stuff were quite interesting and stuff, and sort of gives you a sort of, you know, realization about with the world and technology. Because everyone's always saying about, oh, you know, machines are going to take all our jobs and stuff, which will happen in the far future. But a lot of companies still want, you know, actual people, you know what I mean, to do stuff. You know what I mean. But yeah, it was a good episode. I quite liked that. I think it definitely faded a lot of people with bubble wrap. So it did. But yeah, it was a really, really good episode. A nice future episode. Really, really good. Pretty cool. The Witchfinders. This episode I quite liked. I think, again, set in the past. Interesting for what they had and stuff. And I think with King James and stuff, he definitely got us another sense of the past. I think also another sense about with segregation against women and men, because obviously during those times and even nowadays, sadly, a lot of people obviously treated women as second-class citizens, so they did, and sadly, a lot of men still treat women like that, which is awful. We're all equal as people. It doesn't matter what the heck, what gender or sex we are. You know what I mean? We are equal as everyone. And that's just the way it goes. It goes with, religion or race or everything. You know what I mean? Don't matter what colour you are. Don't matter what, religion, your disability. Don't matter who you are. We are all equal. As long as you are a nice person and a friendly person, I will talk to you, and that's what matters. You know what I mean? We are all equal. It's like what Martin Luther King said. You know what I mean? We're all equal. And that's just the way it goes. And I love that. You know what I mean? But the episode overall was really, really good and stuff. It was quite shocking at the end, towards the part, I think, middle, when the Doctor gets put on a witch hunt. I'm like, what? And I thought it was going to kill her at first. You know what I mean? But luckily it didn't. You know what I mean? She was able to escape by tricks she learnt from Houdini. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how it goes. It takes you away. The one with the mirrors and stuff and the alternative worlds and stuff. It was weird. It really, really was. I liked the episode overall. It was really, really good. And one thing I actually didn't realise until I read about it is that they actually, when they were filming, they actually flipped the image. And I actually didn't notice that when I watched it. And I read about it, I thought, oh, I have to go back and watch that again. So we'll have to do that. Weird, but it's actually quite a good one. It was set in Norway. Yeah, weird. Weird and wonderful, I think, in the essence of Doctor Who, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's always weird and wonderful. I quite like the episode. It's quite good and stuff, and it definitely makes you, think about, those that you've lost and stuff, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? If that person's not real, you know what I mean? Who do you choose? Do you choose that person? Or do you choose your real people, your real friends and family, you know what I mean? That's how it goes. Those that we've lost. I liked it. I really, really did. And the last episode is the Battle of Rancor Avkolos. I think I don't know how you pronounce that. This one, I didn't like. I really, really didn't like this episode, and it was okay. It was okay at best, so it was. But I think for a series finale, just pause this, sorry. Yeah, I'll just pause this. Sorry about that, I had to get a bit warm, so I just had to wipe my face. But I also got a quick drink of water as well, so sorry about that. Yeah, so I was saying episode 10, I didn't really like that. I think it started okay, so it did. But overall, you know what I mean? To me, if I'd say as finale, I would say it was the worst finale ever made. And I mean that, I really, really do. It was okay, but it just didn't feel like a finale. And that's just the way it goes. And I think that's one of the problems with Series 11. Is that there were no two-parters. And I think with them using the whole no story arc and no two-parters, it just felt like there was no proper ending to Series 11. Now, you can sort of say the New Year special is, but if you want to say for episodes in 2018, it felt like Doctor Who had no proper finale. And I think that was the problem with it, you know what I mean? And it was a bit unfortunate. It really, really was. But, you know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. But if you had to sort of count the New Year's episode, if that were the case, you could say it was a good finale. But for the last episode of 2018 being that one, I really don't think it was. And I think that was a bit of a problem. It really, so it was. The story was okay. I think the return of Tinshaw, who appeared in The Woman Who Fell to Earth, was quite interesting. It really, really was. I think also, having new villains in the series was a really, really good thing, to have and stuff. And I quite liked that. So I did. Would it have been nice to have old villains in this series? I think it could have been, you know what I mean? But overall, I think Series 11, it was a good series, not my favourite, but for what they made was really, really good, and I quite liked that. Not every episode was good, in my opinion. There were a lot of good episodes in there, I think, especially in the beginning of the series, which were really, really good, and I liked that, so I did. Now, the one thing I want to talk about are the characters. Now, the 13th Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, I think that the new Doctor's been absolutely amazing. I think for what she's, had and what she's done in this series has been really, really good. And one thing that made me think, I actually didn't really think about this until someone said this to me, is that you've definitely seen the Doctor use a sonic screwdriver a lot. You know what I mean? And I agree with that. I really, really do, because I think, it feels like in every single episode, from episode 1 to 10, and even the New Year's episode, you know what I mean? You've seen that happen, where the Doctor's used a sonic screwdriver all the time, which you didn't really see a lot, in previous series, which is a good point. And I didn't think that. I think it's because of the fact she's really needed it all the time, and that's just, how it's gone. So yeah, you know what I mean. I think what the new Doctor's done has been really, really good. I like the I think, you know, positivity is really, really good. And a sort of use of slang has been funny when she says about my new fam. You know what I mean? It's just funny and all that sort of stuff. It just gives me a good giggle, and that's what I've liked about this series. That I've got a good giggle out of it. There's like I said, it's like full science fiction, but I think there's a little bit of comedy in that as well, a little teeny weeny bit of comedy, and I like that. I really, really do. The other companions, Ryan Sinclair. I've liked Ryan. I think he's a character that I definitely sort of, you know, somewhat see myself. I'm not just saying about with a disability, because obviously Ryan's dyspraxic. And also I'm autistic. I'm not saying for that, but little tidbits sort of make me think like him. You know what I mean? And that's just a funny thing. And it's just funny, I think, especially in episode 2, when he references about Call of Duty and he starts shooting the robots in the training area, was just amazingly funny. Where he goes, reload, where's the reload? It's just comical in, you know, in every way and stuff, and I've liked that. I really, really have. Graham O'Brien, played by Bradley Walsh. I loved his character. I think these are characters that I can definitely relate to, and I think they're likeable. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not like a huge age bracket. Obviously, you've got Ryan and Yaz who are probably in their maybe mid-20s. I don't know. Mid-20s, and they're very, very likeable characters. And you've also got Graham, who's sort of like a grandfather character. And I've liked him. You know what I mean? These are characters that are really, really good. Sort of in a different age bracket. You know what I mean? But they are really, really likeable characters. And I've loved that. I really, really have. So, yeah, with Graham... obviously, loss of his wife has, you know, made him a bit sort of down. But I think ever since he started travelling the Doctor, and as well as his grandson and Yasmin, he's been a really, really likeable character. Like he's sort of knowledgeable in his own way, and I like that. I really, really do. Yaz, again, a really, really likeable character. I think somewhat funny in her own way, you know what I mean? Sometimes a bit comical. But, you know what I mean? I like her and I think she's a good character. I'm looking forward to seeing her in, you know, Series 12 as well, you know what I mean? In next year and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's how it goes. And I did mention Grace and stuff, which she has had sort of cameos in this series. I liked Grace. I think she was a good character. Bit of a, you know, disappointment that they killed her off, but, you know, that's how it goes and stuff. So overall, for Series 11 in 2018, I've liked it. You know, there have been moments that have been sort of meh, you know what I mean? But you know, and that's just how it goes and stuff. It's not the worst series, you know what I mean? But I think it's still good in its own way. That's all I can say, really. Yeah, Doctor Who Series 11, 2018. That's how it goes, really. So I just want to say, pardon me, sorry. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit long, so it is, wow, over 20 minutes and stuff, but, you know what I mean? I like to talk about stuff, so I do. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm glad to fully give my thoughts about this, because I wanted to definitely talk about it, so I do. I just want to say, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend from tomorrow. And Alex will be back tomorrow, so he will be. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. See you later on. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sorry, enjoy your weekend. I'm used to saying that on Saturday, so enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all later. Bye.